Okay, so now I'm going to go over exercise 5, which can be found on page 101. And it uses a lot of what we learned in doing the side cover. It should be pretty similar. So let's go ahead and go over that. If you look on the right hand side, they give a hint as to what the profile of the revolve would look like. And so you could have figured that out from section AA, but it's very, very nice that they provided that for you. So again, looking at the isometric view and seeing how it's oriented, we want the big circle to lay in the front plane, but since we're revolving this feature, we need to select a plane perpendicular to this front plane, which will be the right plane. So I'm going to select the right plane, and I'm going to go Sketch, Sketch, and it snaps me around. I'm going to zoom into this corner, and now we're going to make that F shape. And the easiest way to make that F shape is to do the boxes. So again, I'm going to snap to the origin, and I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to snap to this corner, and I'm going to do that. And that's going to create my first little L shape. And then I'm going to do trim entities and leave it on power trim. And if I just draw through there, that leaves me with my L shape. And that's very nice. And then I'm going to take my corner rectangle again, and then I'm going to draw this little piece that represents the little bit that is the F. And again, I'm going to select trim entities, and then I'm just going to wipe out those little bits in between. And so there is my F shape done very quickly, very easily. So now I'm going to do some smart dimensioning, and again I'm going to do my longest side first. This one has to be 3 inches, so I'm going to make it 3 inches. And now everything scales because your first dimension kind of set the size of everything, so that's very helpful. Now I'm going to smart dimension. I'm going to make this 1 inch, and I can go ahead and make this. I'm going to have to grab this and this in order to make this 0.75. Check. And then now I can start setting some of these thicknesses. So from here to here, that's going to be 0.25. And from here to here, that is going to be 1.5. Okay, and then I'm going to make this dimension. I'm going to have to set this at 0.25 as well. It's going to assume all these thicknesses are the same. Here to here is going to be 0.25. Check. Okay, so everything's in black, and so it says here it's fully defined. So I have my shape, so I can go ahead and exit sketch, and then I can go to ISO view, and now I see what I'm looking at. And now when I want to do a revolve base, it wants to know what axis, so I'm going to select that little line right there, and my preview comes up, and that looks exactly the way I expect it to look. So I'm going to hit check, and there is my first feature. The next feature I'm going to make is I'm going to go ahead and make this slot that's down at the bottom. I'm going to select this, I'll go ahead and select that face, and sketch, sketch. I'm going to go normal 2, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit tighter. And I want to go ahead and do a center point slot, and so I can snap right to the origin, and then I can snap right to my horizontal, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw that out, and I'm going to go ahead and smart dimension. Oops. Didn't select something right there, so I want that point and that point, and that is supposed to be 0.625. So I'll put that in. And then this width is supposed to be 0.375. Check. I can exit my sketch now, and I can call this an extruded cut. I'm going to go to my ISO view to make sure, yep, it's cutting through that way, but I want it to be through all. Check. And so there is that feature. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sketch plane with my reference geometry. So I'm going to do sketch, and I'm going to go to a wireframe view so I can see through everything. And I'm going to just use the front plane to be my sketch plane. And I'm going to put in my two bolt hole circles. So again, I select the origin. There's going to be one set of holes out here. Make this for construction. Check, and then I'm going to draw another circle, and starting from the center, but it's going to be in here, and this too is going to be for construction. And then I'm going to smart dimension, and this is supposed to be a 4.5 inch diameter bolt hole circle, and this one is supposed to be a 2-inch diameter bolt hole circle. And so I'm going to say check and exit my sketch. And there's my reference geometry. And I'm going to go ahead and rename this BHCs. So those are my bolt hole circles. And now I'm going to select this front plane, and I'm going to say sketch. I'm going to go normal 2. And I'm going to put in my first hole. And notice it can snap right to that quadrant there. And I'm going to go ahead and put in this other one because it's the same number of circles, and they're all aligned. So I might as well make these features at the same time. And so that is a 1/4 inch, no, I'm sorry, it's a 1/2 inch hole on the outside, and this is a 1/4 inch hole on the inside. Check, exit sketch, and if I select sketch 4 and do extruded cut, I need to look at my ISO view. Yes, it's going the right way, but I want it to be through all. Check. And now if I select this feature and say circular pattern, it wants to know what axis I want to use. I'm just going to grab this outside surface here, and right now it's at 6, but I really want 12, so I'm going to bump that up to 12. And there I have all my holes. So there is my part there. So again, it utilizes everything that we learned in doing the front panel. Notice it doesn't call for any specific material on this one, so I'm going to leave it as is. And again, I'm just going to save as. I'm going to call this X size 5 GMH. I'm going to save, and that is that.